All right, folks, I just got finished screening the film Black Box. It was a part of the Blumhouse Live Welcome to Blumhouse virtual premiere event that's happening with Amazon Prime Video. Interactive event where people were able to view and screen films, but at the same time interact with other fans. So that was really cool, and it's something that I wish we got more of, especially with everything with social distancing and just being in isolation. Having that feel of being at a theater with your friends and interacting with it, and not really disturbing nobody's experience because you just type in was really cool. So I definitely like and kudos to Amazon getting that together and Blumhouse in collaboration with them. So that was really cool. But when this video so when the screening started, we got a message from Jason Blum. He gave his props and shout outs to everybody that's involved with this project. And by the way, this film is going to be released in October 6th. So it's coming out tomorrow on Amazon Video. So it's just seeing it just the day before. And I had opportunity to see it earlier, but I wanted to be a part of this fan experience. I was really keen to the idea of interacting with people. I thought it was just something that I wish we got more of, and wish other people had thought of this idea, especially with, with the isolation and quarantine, with the pandemic and so on. And by the way, if anybody else is interested in seeing this, there is another day, I believe that's going to be happening, showing some other films. So definitely want to stay, keep your eye out over at welcome to blumhouse.com. I think there's more information there for that. But anyway, let's talk about this film really quick. So what the synopsis of this film basically is after his wife and his memory, after losing his wife and his memory in a car accident, a single father undergoes an experimental treatment that causes him to question who he really is. So very plain and simple. But I gotta tell you off the break, this concept, the synopsis doesn't do it justice. This concept is super cool. And like thinking about the possibility that they could explore with this, I was already really like invested in it. A good sci-fi thrilling horror. I knew this was going to be something special, and I seen the trailer and I stopped it halfway because it was just about a minute's worth of me needing to know that I needed to see this. But it's just truly it's truly cool how it really explores the human mind and really how powerful it could be. But so this film stars Mamoudou, Athie, who is the father here in the story that it speaks about in the synopsis. And truly, he wastes no time getting into character. I mean, the last film I seen him in was Uncorked on Netflix. But this was really a standout performance. He really wasted no time into really killing it. I think about 10 minutes in, I'm like, okay, he got his whole foot in this role right now. And, while he's playing this father who is struggling, the father Nolan, who's struggling with the loss of his wife, but also the PTSD because he's not able to really remember what happened, but it's also causing other disruptions within his mind. So it's a truly passionate performance that he's putting on. But I gotta tell you, Amanda Christie is a name you do not know yet. But this is the little girl who plays Ava in this, and she stole the show. Listen to me. As much as I like Mamoudou Athie's performance here, Amanda kills it. It is unquestionable how talented this little girl is. Absolutely gives you all of the emotions immediately when she steps foot on screen. She is a star, and when she's on that screen, you are watching her at all times. With that being said, I love the father-daughter bond that's being on display here, and I just love the chemistry with them acting. It is really, 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 really well done. But going back to Nolan, so Nolan has truly hit rock bottom. He done tried to do everything to kind of get back on track with regaining his memory, and he's just, from applying to jobs and just having confidence. He's just truly struggling. He's done everything he think he could possibly do. But he realized that the only way he's ever going to be back normal is regaining his memory. The only way he's going to be able to land a job and ever to live a normal life is regaining his memory. And that opens him up totally to this experimental treatment by Dr. Brooks, who's played by Phylicia Rashad now. A legend. And a legendary performance here by her. We'll talk more in a second. But so Dr. Brooks does this experimental treatment that deals with hypnosis and really how brain waves can truly unlock somebody's brain and help them regain their memory. So really cool concept, and the idea that you may not be a neuroscience to understand all of this, the way how they portray it makes it very easy for the viewers to truly understand what's happening. And it's kind of mind-blowing because it's, for me, it's left me with the idea like, yo, this could very, very potentially be something that could be happening here. Going about the movie really quick, the cinematography is absolutely amazing. It's easily my favorite part of this film. And then the special effects and the graphic was just spectacular here. And then when you add the score, and when the score had this really sorrow score, it just really, really helped you pull on the emotions, and it instantly became a tearjerker. But then, and not only just that, like, you really rooted for Nolan to get better. Like, the entire film, you just wanted to see him get his life back on track. But then, because as you may have possibly forgot by everything I said thus far, this is a Blumhouse movie, so you know there's some horror in there. And with that being said, there was chilling sounds all throughout this film. The bone cracking noise, and even when the score flips to this really really creepy and like horror themed type of score, like, it just, the dynamics between, I'll say, good and evil between the film was just done so well. And you know, it may have you keeping an eye open when trying to sleep, because it takes your brain some places, thinking about the possibilities of how this work, and then, you know, just the idea of when you have dreams, you kind of remember some of the parts of it, and then it's a lot. I won't spoil it to you, but I will say that it possibly will keep you, having you keep an eye open when you try to get some sleep. But I think that you know, this movie gives you a lot of flip flops here. Like, one moment you're sad, one minute you're emotional, you know, and you're scared by the creepy sounds and the creepy scenes. And then, you know, when you're thinking about everything that's happening in this like deep conscious world, or we call like the digital voodoo world with brainwaves and everything, it gets deep, and it definitely makes your mind explore. But at the same time, some of the stuff that happens on the screen will get, you know, have you at the edge of your seat, and maybe a little antsy, shall I say. But I think that when you think about everything that's happening with the character too, like, with some of these like really horror things that's happening, quite frankly, the real horror that's happening with the character Nolan is him actually discovering his past, and maybe discovering the truth with his brain operation, and like what's happening with it. So it has that other little added element for Nolan here. But I will say this movie takes a crazy twist. Without spoiling it, this movie takes a crazy twist to the extent of Professor X in X-Men 3 Last Stand. That's all I'm going to say. X3 Last Stand, Professor X, crazy twist-ish. I'll just leave it at that. But the plot totally works. I love the hidden gems about therapy and meditation that's planted in this film, as far as like, self-therapy with both your soul and your mental. I love like some of the things that are being said as remedies for that. That I think that was really dope, especially considering that, you know, all of us could use a little bit of a self-care. So it was really cool to kind of hear those tidbits from Dr. Brooks, Mama Phylicia Rashad. So that was pretty dope. But I will say too, from all the movies I've seen from Amazon over like the past 2 years, like, this does give you one of those Amazon originals. But also from all the Blumhouse movies I've seen, it's really a happy fitting here. And I know the deal just got done, but like, this film just feels like it fits perfectly with what Amazon's vision is and what Blumhouse vision is, and with that deal that they got going on with the new slate of movies that's coming out. I feel like this is just a perfect movie to really kick things off, as it again releases tomorrow, October 6th. Last thing I'm gonna say is the ending leaves so many possibilities in the air. Please give me more. Please give me more, especially with this cast. Give me more, please. But yes, The Black Box is going to be releasing again October 6th. It is on Amazon Prime Video. So if you have a subscription, you're all good to go. It's exclusive there, so that's the only place you can check it out. You would love this. And there's about 3 or 4 other movies that's coming out with the Welcome to Blumhouse event. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But definitely check out Black Box. This is the first one I've seen. I'm very high on it, so I definitely got some more work to do. And I got to get out of here, folks, because I got to check those movies out. So thank you so much for watching this review, and catch you all very soon.